Hey guys, Justin here. On this episode of #PoolGuys, we're going to dive into the big question: what are the three types of in-ground swimming pools? Hey guys, on this episode of #PoolGuys, we're going to answer what are the three types of in-ground swimming pools. Hey, I'm Justin, your host, and this is Morgan, our VP of Sales and Design. So we're going to answer the three types of swimming pools that you can get in your backyard. So, have you been thinking about a swimming pool? Have you been thinking about what type of pool would be best for you? Now, we want to talk about the main focuses here as far as cost, access, availability, lead times, and your pros and cons on each type. So as we dive in, first we want you guys, if you're liking our information, everything we're sending out there, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, because we try to mainly entertain and educate as much as we can on this channel. So diving into it now, we want to start with concrete swimming pools. The thing is, they're also known as Gunite shotcrete, but what is a Gunite swimming pool all about?
The Gunite shotcrete swimming pools, that's your hotel resort style pool. That's the fully customizable, you can do anything you can dream of. That concrete pool is the upper echelon of swimming pools. Your concrete Gunite shotcrete, it's got a bunch of names to it. The concrete that you use for a concrete swimming pool is shotcrete Gunite. In this area it's shotcrete, and the cost on those it's expensive. It's the best type of pool that you can get put in your yard for customability and long lasting. As for access and availability, we just really need and if you get an excavator back there, we have to have 8 to 10 foot of access to get the excavator back. Other than that, all the other equipment fits in the same footprint. And then as for lead time on one of those, it's just about 8 weeks from the time you contact us till about the time we can get started on everything, because it's a fully custom project. We don't really have to wait on anybody at all. We just have to get started.
With that, we could start with design. And that's where a lot of these pools are so customizable. There's a lot of design sometimes depending on how elaborate your project is as far as permitting goes. So those are some important things we want to mention where Morgan does one heck of a job when it comes to building your backyard oasis.
Not to toot my own horn, but the 3D renderings do really do a lot of justice to see what your yard can look like when it's all said and done. A lot of people don't see the vision when we walk in the backyard as to what it can look like. And by the time I get you your 3D rendering, you really do have a good feeling for what it's all going to turn out. The pros and cons on a Gunite pool. The pros are you have full and total customization. If you can dream it, we can do it. There's nothing that you can't do with a Gunite pool. It's concrete. It can be shaped, it can be formed, it can be changed into anything you want it to be in. Now for the cons of it, a lot of people complain about the roughness of it. Generally speaking, that just means it's time to get it redone. Concrete pools are not that rough, but they can be over time, which is part of the maintenance on the con side of it. It is about every 15 to 20 years you have to replaster and potentially retile your concrete pool. Other than that, there's not a lot of negative to it because you have the freedom to design it how you choose.
So now next, let's talk about the next type of pool, and this is also going in cost order, which would be a fiberglass pool. And wait 1 second. I got a mock shell right here to demonstrate for you. Now this isn't the actual size we're going to put in your backyard. It's much larger and much bigger. Now the thing is, as far as cost, these pools can start off in the 50 range on up. Now what can change that is a lot of variables from what you're putting around this pool, from pool house to rock waterfall, slides, heaters, all that kind of crazy stuff that you can put around this pool and what you want as far as your different design, your unique design. Now access. That's one of the downfalls and makes this a little challenging for these pools because it does come shipped on a flatbed trailer from the manufacturer. So it comes, it's driving, and that's one of the downfalls as far as also your width of the pool only can be 16 foot wide at most. A lot of these pools are anywhere from 12, 14, but on average they're 16 foot wide, and that's because of transportation. Now, as far as lead times, our manufacturer does pretty well as far as we're around that 16 to 18 lead time. Some manufacturers out there with COVID, with everything going on, they're anywhere from 30 to 40 weeks out. So that's one thing. If you're looking at a fiberglass, you better jump on that quick. Now, more pros and cons here. One of the things I love the most about these fiberglass pools and these shells is it comes already assembled. It's already in a complete shell. Is the finish on the inside of this. The gel coat, it's called the gel coat, which is you can get multiple different colors. You got from your blues to your tans to your graphites, your grays, all those different things. I love the imperfection of how beautiful, smooth, soft all of this is. You're less likely for any pool installer to mess up from a vinyl liner to your concrete swimming pools. So that's what's really nice about these, and that's what I love. Now, some of the things that they've made what's really unique to these is these are more like for your backyard oasis. You still can have the kids splash and jump in the deep end, but also mom and dad and everyone can kind of relax on the tanning ledge. And you know, you have different bench seats and different things like that. So you can, in a way, customize your idea, you know, as far as what pool shell you want that can fit you and your family's needs. All right, next on our list is your vinyl liner. Around here, we call it your hybrid vinyl liner. What is exactly a hybrid vinyl liner?
The hybrid vinyl liners is another concrete pool. We just put a liner over it this time. So instead of getting the kit pools where you've got the foam and plastic and polymer walls and all the different things like that, you can actually pour concrete walls and a concrete floor and put a liner over it. That way you get the full customization of a gunite pool with the price tag of a vinyl liner. So that brings into cost. These are the most cost-effective, most bang for your buck pools that you can get. You can customize your entire backyard just like you would with the big expensive gunite pool, but instead you can put a liner over top of it. So your maintenance is even cheaper over time. Yeah, you got to replace the liner, but replacing the liner is a lot cheaper than replacing plaster. Lead time on one of these is usually starting in March at about 8 weeks. We do have to wait for it to warm up a little bit to get the liners in. We can do the previous work of getting the concrete in your yard beforehand though. And so for the pros on that, you can get it quick and they're cost effective and customization through the roof.
So if this video has helped you guys and educated you and you were a little entertained, we hope you guys will hit the like button, subscribe to our channel on our episode of #PoolGuys. We love to try to give you guys as much content and information as we can. So we hope to see you guys on the next episode of our #PoolGuys, and we appreciate you watching the 3 types of in-ground swimming pools that we can put in your backyard.